Hey guys, it's Caroline here. Hi everyone, how are you all doing? I thought I'd make a video because I haven't done one in a little bit. So, things aren't great here at the moment, emotion wise. We're not doing very well emotionally. We had some recent contact from people we didn't want to hear from, and that set off huge triggers for us. Some in our system were really triggered, and a lot came up, a lot of stuff, a lot of feelings and stuff. And yesterday we went to therapy and we spent the session working with those feelings and some memories. We worked a little bit with the pulsars. We didn't do a deep EMDR session, but we worked a couple of insiders. Worked with our therapist, and it seemed to help. But at the moment we're just feeling a bit down, frazzled, just very tired, very drained. We're still doing what we normally do. So like for instance, today we went volunteering. In fact, I'm just home not long and I just finished making dinner. But I feel like I just want to hide away from everyone and everything. Like, to go volunteering today, it was an absolute challenge. I was just like, I don't want to be around people. I just feel like I just want to curl up, go to bed, hide under the covers. Actually, last night after therapy, now normally after therapy we're very drained anyway, but last night for some reason was way worse, and I went to bed at 8 o'clock. I just couldn't face any more of the day. I just went to bed and I fell asleep. I actually slept really well last night. We all did, which was good, but I just couldn't face another thing, another day, another few hours of the day. I couldn't face it. But I'm trying to keep going. I don't want this to end up in a crisis. I don't want us to end up in crisis. So I'm continuing to do what we normally do in the week. Now this is a particularly busy week for me, but I'm penciling in some self-care stuff as well, so I can look after our mental health and look after myself and look after the system in general. But yeah, overall, like, the week is very busy, and when you're not doing well emotionally, it's hard to kind of keep a positive frame of mind and stay positive and keep yourself upbeat. Well, at least I find it hard. I don't know how other people find it, but I find it particularly difficult to do that. And I know I haven't mentioned it on here, but I recently, the volunteer job I do, I work on Friendly Call, which is basically a service for people living in the community who are vulnerable, or who live on their own, or who are elderly, or who are ill, or have mental health difficulties. Basically, our client base, they're either elderly, ill, or have mental health difficulties. And in the last 4 weeks we've lost 3 people, and I took the losses very hard because I knew these clients. I'd rang them every week for twice a week for months and months and months. I got to know them, I got friendly with them, and we lost 3 of them in the last couple of weeks, and it was a huge shock and a huge blow. I won't go into what happened or how they died or whatever, but it was hard. It was very hard, and yeah, it wasn't easy, So there's all that loss. And then last week I was supposed to see my psychiatrist, Dr. Barry, and I didn't see her because the weather was bad last Wednesday, and so I never saw her because I couldn't go anywhere basically. So that was difficult, as I depend on her as well for support. You know, between Dr. Barry and my therapist, I depend on the two of them for the majority of our support is either from Dr. Barry or my therapist Eileen. They know us intimately, you know, they know us inside out, they know our diagnosis, they know, you know, I've been seeing Dr. Barry for 6 years, nearly 6 years, it'll be 6 years this year, and I've been seeing Eileen for 6.5 years, so like if they don't know us by now, well, I don't know, but they do know us basically, and they're lifesavers for us. And when I can't make my appointment with either one of them, it's a huge deal. So yeah, there's a lot going on, but despite all that, I do have some fun stuff planned this week. On Friday, we're going for afternoon tea, my mom, myself, my 2 aunts, and we're going, and my mom got the afternoon tea as a gift for Christmas from my sister, so we're booked in for Friday at 4, and we're going to have a lot of fun. I think it's going to be cool. I took the afternoon off of volunteering to go, and I'm looking forward to it. Should be good fun, I think. Yeah, so there's that. And what else? In a couple of weeks' time, I'm going away for the weekend. My niece turns 11 on the 23rd, and we're going away for 2 nights to Killarney, which is in Kerry, County Kerry. We mostly go to Killarney on our holidays. Most years we go, but we're going anyway on this weekend. We're going shopping, and we're going for a meal, and just celebrating my niece's 11th birthday, and I'm really looking forward to it. I think it will be a really fun weekend, and hopefully I'll make a bit of video when I'm down there and post it up for you guys to see. So that's about it. That's the 2 things. Oh yeah, and then on the 28th of this month, I'm going to see a comedian called Brendan Grace in the local theatre here. He's a worldwide famous comedian. He's Irish, but he's famous all over the world. If you look him up on YouTube, you can see him perform. He's brilliant. But we're going anyway, and myself, my mum, my sister, we're going for the night out, so it should be good fun as well. So we've a lot to look forward to this month. So I know, like, I'm not doing great emotionally at the moment, but at least there's all this stuff to look forward to. And my OT Mark, he rang me today out of the blue, actually, because we had no appointment scheduled or anything. He just rang for a catch up just to see how I was, because he's kind like that, and he wants to make sure I'm doing okay. Mark has been my OT for the last 4.5 years, and you know, he's a nice guy. He's really good at his job, and you know, we have a great relationship. And he rang me today, and he just said, you know, how are you doing? Do you want to meet up? And I said, no, I think I'm okay for now. But I told him I would contact him in a couple of weeks' time, and maybe we could meet up for a catch up then around Easter or something. So we left it at that. But it was nice to get the phone call from him, you know, nice of him to check in and make sure I'm still okay and breathing and alive and all the rest of it, you know. So yeah, that's where things are at right now. So that's it, basically. That's where I'm at right now. And I will try to check in a bit more and make some more videos. I know I don't do them too often, but I'll try to make more than I have been making. But for now, I shall leave it at that, and hopefully you're all okay, and I'll talk to you all really soon. Thanks, guys.